Today we're going to make a coochie patchy tapestry. If you don't know, if you don't know what it is, I think I'm showing my age. It's a little companion from your Tamagotchi back in the day when it was the cute little like potato, the potato bunny thing, and then it was like this funny duck looking thing, and we're going to make a tapestry out of it. I'm going to be using, let me rephrase this, because this is going to be just a startup on how to do this tapestry. Of course, the patterns and everything that I'm using are down below in the description, but I'm going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch just because I feel that it's a little bit cleaner than your regular crochet. And we're going to start by chaining 27. The Tunisian simple stitch is an easy stitch. We're going to turn our chains. So this is the front, turning our back, and we're going to work on to these little bumps right here. Skipping that very first bump, we're gonna go straight to the next one, and I'm gonna make a solid row. Always this stitch counts as one. Make sure you count your stitches as you go. This is going to be my background color, so we're just going to do this all the way down our row. And now with all of our stitches in our hook, just another tip, I'm using a Tunisian hook. I think you can get away with actually using a regular crochet hook, but if you would like, you can always go to my channel and look for I have a few videos where I break down how to make a tapestry in parts with Tunisian simple stitch. So we're going to chain one onto the very last stitch, and we're going to grab our yarn and pull through two of our stitches, and again, and again, and again, all the way down our row. Okay, so for our very next row, we're going to insert our hook onto that front post of our previous row, and we're going to repeat this all throughout our project. This is going to be our actual stitch. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull, and that's going to be it. Just doing this one more time for a total of 4 background stitches. Always we count the stitch that we have on our hook as one. I'm gonna make my background for my little Tamagotchi, and we're going to insert our hook with your outline color, and we're going to pull, and that's it. Just making sure that we actually catch our tail. Just move it back and forth within our working yarn. And it's going to be only for 4 stitches. We're going to drop our outline color, and just as a tip, and this is not a tip, this is like creative knowledge, that if you don't like the actual outline of the pattern that I'm showing you, you can always change it. If you don't like the size of the tapestry, you can always change it. You can do this pattern to your liking. As long as you're happy with it, you should make your tapestry as you like. And in between our little feet, we're gonna have 6 stitches of our background color and another 4 outline color stitches. And then the rest of our row should be background color stitch. And for our return pass, we're going to chain 1 onto the very last stitch, and we pull through 2 just like in our previous row, all the way down until we reach this point right here. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, you always use that second color stitch. So we're going to drop our little background color, and we're going to pull through that white and then through that blue, and again pulling through 2 until we reach this point, always switching our colors whenever you have a color difference, pulling through our blue and through our white. Let's do one more row. We're going to do 3 stitches of this background color, 1 blue, and we're gonna start making the little feet. So now we get to introduce our green color, and we're gonna do 4 green stitches, always catching our tail through the process. And then 1 more blue. And then in between our feet, we're going to do 4 background stitches. And of course, for our next feet, we're going to repeat what we did for this one onto this one. And the rest of our row is background color. And for our return pass, we just continue to do what we just learned, chaining 1 always onto that very last stitch and pulling through 2 of our stitches and changing colors when appropriate. And here is our kind of startup finished row. Of course, you know this, I do apologize, this is not a full tutorial. Full tutorials do take a long time, but since now you know the basics, you can always do this by yourself. And of course, if you don't like this particular pattern of this coochie patchy character, you can always go to Pinterest. That's where I get my patterns that I follow, and you can always search up your little Tamagotchi pattern and do that yourself. But as of right now, down below in the description, I leave the Pinterest pin of the actual pattern that I'm following, or you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen.